Zambia, like many other countries in the world, is a member of the United Nations International Telecommunication Unions. Following the Geneva 2006 International Telecommunication Union resolutions to migrate broadcasting systems from analog to digital and the subsequent setting up of the deadline for the migration in 2010 to be June 17, 2015, Zambia, through the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting Services, now the Ministry of Information and Media, acquired a loan from Export-Import Exim Bank of China to implement the digital migration project. The project included the construction of the National Operating Center in Lusaka, 6 provincial broadcasting studios, supply and installation of equipment at the National Operating Center in Lusaka, 8 provincial broadcasting studios, as well as installation of transmission equipment at 63 sites and 7 expansion sites. It also included supply of 1,250,000 terrestrial decoders, rehabilitation of existing TV production studios at ZNBC and Zanis, supply of 3 outside broadcasting OB vans, supply and installation of chiller systems at Mass Media Complex, as well as air conditioning system at Kitwe Studios. The project also came with capacity building components for staff both at ZNBC and Zanis in order to equip them with the knowledge of the broadcasting system installed. 273 million United States dollars was the total investment for the project in phases 2 and 3, which progressed well, up to 90% of the works having been done. However, owing to the financial constraints, in December 2019, the project was put on hold and it has stalled since then, hanging at 90% with some equipment stocked in the warehouse in Lusaka, while the other equipment is in China yet to be delivered. The remaining 10% works include the completion of studios in Mongu, Chipata, Kabwe, and the National Operating Center, including installation of equipment at the 8 provincial studios. This situation led government to start holding negotiation talks to resume the project. On August 19 this year, Minister of Information and Media Cornelius Mwetwa visited Star Times Group in Beijing, China, to discuss the resumption of the project. This was the second meeting after the September 2023 meeting held at Star Times headquarters in Beijing, China. Mr. Mwetwa assured Star Times chairman Sheng Xingpang that government is eager to see full completion of the remaining 10% works of the digital migration project.
I must indicate that the remaining works in this digitalization program and completion of provincial studios has attracted presidential attention to the extent that the President of the Republic of Zambia, Mr. Hakainde Hichilema, has given a presidential directive that we do complete the construction of the provincial studios and attendant thereto the 10% remaining or outstanding works in the digitalization program. And there is now firm commitment from the Ministry of Finance that in the next budget to be announced, priority will be given to attending to the funding of the outstanding amounts in respect of this project so that we can get back to work there is need for government to have a firm platform of exchange of information with the citizens, particularly feedback from the citizens using provincial studios on the works of government through the Constituency Development Fund.
The minister was accompanied by officials from the Ministry of Information and Media, Zambia National Broadcasting Corporation ZNBC, and the Presidential Delivery Unit, who are equally looking forward to the resumption of the project.
This engagement has been very eye-opening for us, because without it we wouldn't have appreciated the vastness of the project, and also recognized that it is about time that we did, from our end as government, made more serious strides and more important strides in ensuring that we consolidate this project.
The commitment to the continuous activity, because that assures the provision of the awareness of information, which is a big commitment on behalf of the government and a big commitment on our behalf as the purveyors of such an activity.
StarTimes Group, the company that was contracted to carry out the digital migration project, is ready to resume works once all formalities are done by the Zambian government.
We are getting together to continue our discussion on how to work together to restart the project and to try to deliver it fully as soon as possible, so that this project can deliver good results to our people in Zambia. And this project actually is different with other economic projects. Apart from good economic benefits, it can also deliver very good social benefits to our people.
Whilst at StarTimes, the minister and his delegation sampled the solar equipment being manufactured by StarTimes Group and retaliated President Hakainde Hichilema's resolve to intensify efforts to finding a lasting solution to the power crisis with or without rains.
As government, we have made through the deliberate effort of the president a strategic governmental direction that going forward, with or without rain, so that we can have electricity, hydroelectricity, we must continue to expand investments in alternative solar generation sources such as solar. The president has pronounced himself to what is termed a solar explosion, that Zambia should now undergo a solar explosion because of the imminent challenges of climate change.
And the StarTimes Group chairman, Sheng Pang, is ready to engage the Zambian government on the possibilities of establishing solar plants, especially to push into the national grid.
A lot of your power is generated by the hydro, and the cost is already very low. But the problem is that it's not so stable. So in the areas where already covered by the hydroelectricity, what you need is a storage. And in the areas which are not covered by hydro, we can use the household solar power and together with the mini grid.
This development also is accelerated by the team in the minister's delegation.
We are transitioning from hydro to solar-powered use of energy, and it's a presidential directive. So that StarTimes is already looking ahead for us is exciting, and we hope that ZNBC can tap into the services that you're offering and see how they can also transition from the current grid to off-grid.
This solution also resolves the ZESCO problem. So for excitement, that's why she was particularly excited when we came here, and we are excited. It's a conversation that we should have going forward. This is very important for us.
During his time in China, Mr. Mwetwa also represented Zambia at the 60th Forum on the China-Africa Media Cooperation and China-Africa Think Tank High-Level Dialogue at the invitation of the Minister of National Radio and Television Administration of the People's Republic of China. The forum kicked on in Beijing on 20th to 22nd August with a call to strengthen cooperation and modernization of media institutions in China and the African continent.
It is important for us to establish advanced practical cooperation, strengthen exchanges, and shared opportunities in areas like digital technology and the digital economy. Zambia, like many other African countries, need continued bridging of the digital divide and improved digital governance capacity. We strongly feel that we can count on friends as China. Let me therefore take this opportunity to call upon China to support African countries like Zambia to enhance innovation.
The People's Republic of China is firmly resolved to continue enhancing media modernization for the benefit of the two continents.
We are ready to further deepen practical cooperation in various fields and achieve greater results. We need to further establish the mechanism of exchange and cooperation so as to fully utilize various platforms such as this Forum on China-Africa Media Cooperation and African Video Media Alliance.
Delegations from Africa hailed the growing media partnership between China and the continent.
It is imperative that we seize this momentum to strengthen our media sectors. Our aim is to develop a new generation of communicators who can tackle complex issues with integrity and creativity, particularly in the age of fake news.
We believe in building China-Africa community with a shared future. We need to strengthen media cooperation between China and Africa. This should be a strategic priority for all stakeholders.
The following day, social media in China was awash with a trending video of the Zambian Minister of Information and Media on China and Zambia cooperation.
We hold the view that our media institutions in the country, especially community-owned ones, require exposure and experience in new and emerging trends in the broadcasting industry, and China stands as the best option to learn from and exchange best practices with. We have keenly been following the progressive innovations that China continue to undertake in growing and ensuring that the media remains relevant in the face of ever-changing technology, social media in particular. We are convinced that if Africa's media industry is to develop and match up with the trends on the global stage, China is a key partner with Africa, which Africa would do better to work with.
On sidelines of the forum, the minister visited the Beijing International Radio and Television 2024 exhibition.
Technological advancements of China, and with a good relationship China and Zambia are enjoying, given that a number of Chinese companies are now setting up in Zambia for value addition purposes. I think one of the sectors we must really target is this technology sector for skills transfer to our people by way of establishing some of the companies right back home so that it's easy to transfer those skills to our people. It is very self-evident that to foster development, you need your own people to be equipped with the right skills to advance the agenda for which you stand for.
During the tour, Mr. Mwetwa appealed to the Chinese digital technology companies to take advantage of the good business environment to invest in Zambia, as he wants this innovation replicated in Zambia.
This has been a very good exposure for us. It has, exposed us to real, modern cutting-edge, technology. We have seen a lot of digital, products, digital solutions. As you know, that the world is moving into the direction of, e-expenditure in terms of everything else that we have to do, in life is going digital.
The Digital Migration Project Once completed, it will not only improve sound and video picture quality, but also enhance media communication, spreading out to the mass in more stable and smooth reception. And on the premise of the forum, it established a new area of cooperation in the media industry for China and Africa.